We like to keep it jinky. Hey Entrepreneur Network, Michael Donnelly with Redefine Work, a YouTube show where I explore how entrepreneurs are redefining work every day in life and in business. We're reporting live from Collision Conference, and I have with me here Alex, the CEO and founder of Giphy.
With a G,
So,
hard
with a
G.
G, hard G.
Just like Obama.
We were just
That's what he says. Hard G.
we were just laughing about an office pool that we have, and we have to stand a little closer so you can keep us both in the frame. You know, it's alright, I don't bite. We were just talking about Giphy versus Giphy in a talk that you gave at South By and a bit of a manifesto. So G, hard G, Giphy.
Hard G. So the theory is Giphy, Jif. It's not Jiffy, I guess. I guess Jiffy's a peanut butter.
That's what it makes me think of, peanut butter.
Jif just sounds weird. It sounds dumb. But also Jif, the essence is Jif was made in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like 2016. It's 20 years later. Like, it's about reclaiming and re-owning. Jif is kind of this thing. When you think about it, Jif, you think about these old like construction sign GIFs on like your GeoCities webpage.
Yeah.
Basically, if you say GIF, you're like old. And if you say GIF, you're like, you're new.
Yes!
You're young. So don't believe the hype. If people correct you, they probably live in San Francisco or they're like 40 plus.
Oh my god,
like
I
you.
love it. Our cameraman Kevin was stuck on Giphy. Oh, so you were speaking on stage yesterday here. Tell us a little bit about your talk and some of the other talks you've given at events like this so we can grab some of those knowledge tidbits that you've shared.
Mostly, this talk was all actually mostly about entrepreneurs and engineers versus artists and how lonely it is to be an entrepreneur and how much time we spend in a basement.
Yeah, basements, garages, studio apartments.
Cheetos. Yeah, doing nothing, not showering, being dirty. Other ones, most people just want to know what gifts are, and why they're popular, why people even care,
Yeah.
and why people pay us to work on this, which always seems like a big surprise. We have about 60 people in the company right now.
Oh, wow.
We just closed our Series C round.
Awesome.
I think, well, there's a lot.
That's a whole nother
That's a whole thing.
conversation.
But, yeah, it's mostly about, I think the gifts are still kind of a mystery. Most people don't really know what they're about yet. So a lot of our speaking is about getting people to know what they're about and why they matter and how they're going to be a relevant media format in the future.
Yeah, we actually touched on in one of the interviews this week how I've used gifts in emails, sales emails, or just outreach emails to let people know that I'm human and have a little bit of fun with it. So if I wasn't getting response, I'd throw in a gift like, "Hey, I'm here," or something like that.
Yeah, because it shows personality. If you
Yeah.
you've seen those, like you get form letters and they're the same one over and over and over
Yeah.
again. And when
People, I want to meet with you at the conference, or the thousands of emails you were just talking about that you get every day saying, "Hey, I'd love to meet you and tell you about my idea."
Yeah, and then it's just like fill in the blank, right? Like the name.
Yeah.
And then when you throw a GIF in, you know that someone's put some kind of editorial effort.
Mhm.
They picked out something, and it does make it more human.
It shows a bit of emotion, how
Yeah.
you're feeling
And
about that
An
email.
email can be so cool, so context messaging.
Yeah.
And so just bringing another aspect of humanity back into it, that's kind of part of the mission of what we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course people are going to react to that because they're human.
Because they're having some fun then.
Yeah, and they're human.
You talked about the hardships of being an entrepreneur. You just informed me, and I probably should have known this, that you were on the cover of Entrepreneur Magazine recently. Can you tell me about that experience being featured and what that means for you and your company?
Yeah, it was Jason Byford. He wrote an awesome article about the company in general and what we were doing, and it was like a really great experience. They had a photographer came in, and we shot the entire company, so it wasn't about me or our founders.
Yeah.
It was mostly about everyone that works with it. So if you go
The
in,
whole experience, all 60 people were featured and their piece
yeah,
in the company.
everyone. There's a fun shot, a super awesome shot, which now is like everyone's Tinder profile photo because they just got these really amazing.
Wait, you said Tinder profiles?
Yeah, Tinder profile.
Well, all right, we know they're all
Everyone's
looking to swipe over there.
Yeah, and Giphy is integrated into Tinder too, so all those gifts are available for you if you want to flirt with people.
So we can be more interactive in our flirting
Yeah,
capabilities now.
they came out and showed that 30% they have you have a 30% chance, more likely chance to get a response if you send a GIF inside a Tinder message than just text. That makes sense because like dudes are just like, hey, what's up? How many
hey,
like
what's up?
How many of those can you get?
What's your favorite food?
Although people now are telling me that it's super annoying because they're like using the same GIFs over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Because people are kind of not that.
Because they're not that creative. Be creative out there, people. When you're using your GIFs, look them up, put some thought into it. So you talked about integrations. That's something that I've been curious about is when you first started, and some of my team actually as well, did you imagine that you would have so many integrations, Twitter, Tinder, Slack, all the different areas that people are using GIFs these days to make it so seamless?
Yeah, that was the plan. You know, it's really, there are two kind of strategies for building a big network. It's one, you follow the Tumblr, Facebook route where you try to build a big party and have everyone there. So you're building a network of people. That's really hard to do. It doesn't come. I've tried that before.
Yeah.
It's always failed. Or you do the
get everyone together, or
you build a huge house party and make it cool forever, and eventually like every house party gets old, and then you're like you bounce, right?
Yeah.
Or you're like, or you're like the booze manufacturer, and everyone
supplying all the parties.
Yeah, you supply exactly, right? And so the theory is like, and that's what YouTube did, is they got put their embeds. You know, people used to criticize them about putting their embeds everywhere, but that was a strategy of get people knowing what
it's
YouTube
kind of like
videos
creating
are.
that spider web and supporting all of the other areas where people are already playing and hanging out and understanding how to integrate into that space versus compete.
Yeah, and then BuzzFeed's doing this now. They're focusing on the external network because they know that the audience can be much bigger externally than on their own internal network.
Yeah.
And as long as they're getting their content out, that's better for them, right? So you go to the people.
Yeah.
So
go to where the people are. Not try and pull them away.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's just too hard. People are fighting for that, and everyone's just going to be on Facebook.
Yeah.
And so our strategy has always been be where people are and build that network out. So integrations were always a big strategy.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that. One of the investors I know in Chicago always says, "A rising tide raises all ships." So finding that collaboration and how to work with everybody.
Yeah. I was like tsunami.
I wasn't thinking that way, but I appreciate that.
Okay.
What is your favorite GIF or the most popular GIF?
That changes every day.
Yeah.
So just like last week this week it was Prince gifts were everywhere.
Yeah.
There were some really cool Prince gifts. Pretty much every day there's something new. It's new. It's culture, right? So every day.
And it gets to keep up with pop culture and everything that's changing in a changing time.
Yeah. So political gifts, election gifts are really popular right now. Donald Trump is always pretty funny. That guy's just ridiculous.
We see a lot of those around the office, yes.
So pretty much like I would say it's like kind of picking out your favorite food. It just changes every day.
Yeah. The flavor of the month.
Yeah, it changes every day. Every day there's a good gift.
So the show here is called Redefine Work. So can you give me a little bit of insight on how you've redefined work for yourself?
Work for yourself. It's always the best. People don't tell you what to do. What I would do is, if you're a creator, I would work for 2 years. I would work for 2 years at a company, and then take all that money and then go do my own startup, and then get poor, and then you have to go get another job and do that back and forth, and go be by myself, and then go into debt, and then have to go back and do my other job. But it's like having the day job, right? If you're an actor in LA, you have to do that. If you have an art that you want to do, you need to fund it in some way, unless you have a trust fund, which I didn't have. So I would say redefining work is about making sure that you can do what you want to do, and not do what people tell you to do.
That's awesome.
All the time. Yeah.
Pave your own way a little bit.
Yeah. Whatever it takes to make that happen.
Advice for budding entrepreneurs. We have a lot of entrepreneurs here logged in on Entrepreneur Network. You were on the cover. We're also here with 1 million of them. Well, not 1 million. I think we're at 50-some thousand maybe over the course of these couple days.
50,000.
I don't know. I'm totally making that up. Don't quote me. 100,000? Oh,
100,000?
My facts guy, camera guy, just checked for me.
Crazy. Advice I would say is, well, there's things that people can say, but pretty much all the advice people give you, don't listen to any of that.
My advice is don't listen to advice.
Listen to anyone.
In my opinion, get a second opinion. That's what my uncle told me once.
Don't listen to me. It is probably the one thing to know is you will fail, and you'll probably fail 99% of the time. it's kind of like dating. Like people don't realize that we are all bad at relationships because every relationship you've ever had, unless you're married or have someone right now, has failed in the past. Like, and we're like startup founders are usually really bad at startups because they failed every startup they've ever had except for their last one. So like that's just the nature of what's going to happen.
So fail until you win.
Yeah, you have to be okay failing. Otherwise, and you got to be okay like losing 100 times before you win once. And if you're cool with that, then game on. Otherwise, go work for the man.
Make some money. Otherwise,
make some money. Take 2 years off. Get poor. Come back. Do it again.
I like that. Just get poor real quick and follow your dream. Alex, thanks so much for your time today. Entrepreneur Network, thanks for logging in. Michael Donnelly reporting live from Collision for Redefined Work. We'll work on updating you with the rest of the day's schedule, but as I said, we'll be having a lot of really great people to speak with, so stay tuned. Thanks.